Support for the WDVX Blue Plate Special comes from the Corporation for Public Broadcasting, the Tennessee Arts Commission, Visit Knoxville, and Barley's in Knoxville's Old City. So, coming up next week here on the Blue Plate Special, we're going to take a little season break. We're going to take the week off from live performances next week. We will return with a bang the following week, February 1st, with Fish Fisher and Emmy Sunshine coming to join us. The Montvales will be here that week. Trey Sheehan, Sam Hatmaker, Happy Landing, and more. We will be updating that information very, very soon for you on our weekend, but just keep in mind, everybody just try to dodge all the stuff going on out there. It's cold and flu and everything flying around, so stay safe, try to stay healthy, y'all. As we roll along with today's Blue Plate Special, he's new to us here on the Blue Plate. We're going to get to know him a little bit better here in just a minute. Give a great big welcome to D. Boone Pittman to the Blue Plate Special.
Wrestling with what I've heard called New North, looking far ahead to better days, longing for the way it was before, when you didn't need a phone to see your face, when you didn't need a phone to see your face. I know I ain't the anointed one, and I know that my words don't weigh more than yours. I just know we're all dependent on each other and the way that we converse, on each other and the way that we merge. Break down those walls, the time is now. We gotta work this out somehow. Man, I feel we're on the verge. It's all in the way that we converge. It's up to us to get it right. We can't afford to draw lines. It's a matter of time before we converge. It's all in the way that we converge. Knoxville, how you doing this morning, this afternoon? It's an honor to be here in Knoxville. I love this town. I love this area. This is the title track off my latest album, Emerge. And I wrote this song at the front end of the pandemic and what would go on to become one of the strangest years that we've ever experienced. And I just remember sitting there watching everything that was going down on my TV and thinking to myself, man, we have got to figure this out. For the sake of our kids and for the sake of our grandkids, we do have to get this right. So the song was really meant to help guide us in asking ourselves this simple question. And it's, what do we hope to look like when we do finally emerge from this thing, whatever this thing is? And hopefully the answer that we can all agree on is something better than we were when we were in it. I opened up my browser again today, and there was nothing good within my view. It just looked like a polarized parade, one where no one wins and everybody This song's also off the Emerge album. This is a song I wrote about the legendary railroad engineer, Mr. Casey Jones. John was a railroad man from the Fulton County line. He'd do anything it took to get you there on time. Well, he gave his life one early morning, about a mile outside of Bonn. And he sacrificed the greatest price, but his legend still lives on. Well, cannonball into the sun, riding hard up toward the throne. 110 on #1, riding hard to Casey Jones. Well, Johnny run the Central Rail, was the fastest on the line, and he would do anything it took to get you there on time. Morgan Stanley had a line go with her wheel when he left that whistle blown. And if folks had heard him say, "There comes young Casey Jones." Well, cannonball into the sun, riding hard up toward the throne. 110 on #1, riding hard to Casey Jones. Keep your eye upon the rail, you're fighting time to ride like hell. Riding hard up toward the throne, riding hard to Casey Jones. He was working on a double shift on April 29. He jumped back on #1, running past an hour behind. Well, he gave it hell, no trading rails, and he caught up miles of time. He beat the sun just north of Bonn, thinking everything was fine. Well, he saw the flag man a little too late, tried to warn the cannonball. But on the main rail in the fog ahead, a passenger train was stalled. He said, "Boys, better jump off now if you don't want to die. There ain't no way that I can stop the #1 in time." Well, Casey tried to hit the brakes, but though he knew it was all in vain, there's just no way that he could stop the impact of that train. Still he rode it down until the end, into the great unknown. And every life was saved that day, except young Casey Jones. Cannonball to the sun, riding hard up toward the throne. 110 on #1, riding hard, young Casey Jones. Keep your eye upon the rail, fighting time to ride like hell. Riding hard up toward the throne, riding hard, young Casey Jones. 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 Yeah. Riding hard, young Casey Jones. Thank you so much.
This is D. Boone Pittman with us here today on the Blue Plate Special. Please tell me that D stands for Daniel.
No, I can't make that claim.
Darn it.
In fact, our son's name is also D. Boone Pittman, and my wife would not let me name him Daniel either. He's a Dylan, and I am a Daryl.
Gotcha. So, what part of Kentucky are are you based out of?
Right now we're in Lawrenceburg. It's in the Lexington area, kind of right in between Louisville and Lexington. I grew up in a little town called Stanton in Powell County, Kentucky.
Okay.
Eastern Kentucky.
Tell me a little bit about that. Did you come from a musical background, musical family?
Yeah, in fact, there was always music playing in the house that I grew up in. Vinyl, 8 tracks, everything from Chubby Checker to Waylon Jennings. So yeah, I grew up listening to all the genres. My dad, he played music as well. He grew up. This is actually the guitar that my grandfather bought for him on his 10th birthday.
That's huge.
Yeah, so it's a pretty special instrument. But yeah, he played in the clubs up in Dayton, Ohio, and he had a band called Jackie Pittman and the Fugitives. So we kind of inherited that name when we started our group a while back.
Right. And so what about how old were you when you started making music?
They had me singing at a really young age, around 5 or 6 years old, but I was just not the kind of kid that enjoyed being told what to do. In fact, I still don't. So that didn't really go over very well, and I kind of my bashfulness just kind of got the better of me. So I kind of stepped away from the spotlight for several years until I turned 14, and then I found out that girls like guitars. So that's when I asked Dad to finally teach me a few chords, and I think I made his day.
That's I hear that story quite often.
The girls and guitar thing, yeah, it's true. It really is.
So what about the songwriting part of it? When did you start writing your own music?
About the time I could start piecing chords together. I've always just been a fan of great songwriting. I grew up listening to Merle Haggard, one of the greatest songwriters. And I was introduced to people like Steve Earle. I just really enjoy a song that tells a story. Something that has a narrative piece to it, that has a beginning and an end. And those are the most powerful lyrics to me. So.
I kind of get that from your music so far. So yeah, do you ever co-write? Do you do all your own writing yourself?
So far, I'm certainly open to that. I haven't found somebody to collaborate with as of yet, but if anybody's out there listening, by all means, reach out.
Okay. The way to do that is to visit the website. It's just the letter D, BoonePittman.com for more information. And he's got music out there. We heard the title track there to your project, Emerge, and it's available out there on the social platform medias in the website
Spotify,
there.
Apple Music, SoundCloud, anywhere you can steal music, it's out there.
And dboonepitman.com. So
That's right.
I'm going to back on out of the way, y'all. Certainly thank him after the show for making music for us here today. This is D. Boone Pittman on the Blue Plate Special.
This next song I want to do, if you actually wrote the last time we were in the area, we were staying in Pigeon Forge, and on the back porch of our chalet. I was looking out and just inspired by the beauty of our surroundings, and the song idea came to my mind. This is the story of a couple growing older together. They've been married a long time, and their whole marriage they haven't been able to agree on anything. Now I know nobody here or nobody listening fits that profile, but for the sake of fiction, let's just assume that that's a possibility. And so here they are, they're facing retirement, they're getting older, and wouldn't you know, they can't agree on where they want their final destination to be, because that's what happens when you start getting older, facing retirement. You got to figure out, where's the last place we're going to live? Do we need to scale down? Do we need to move somewhere else out in the country? Do we need to move closer to the kids? All these things get discussed at this age, and wouldn't you know, they couldn't agree on that either. This song's called She Likes the Beach. I like my whiskey straight and neat. She likes frozen daiquiris, and I like the mountains. She likes the beach. Bluegrass music makes me high. She don't understand just why. I like the mountains. She likes the beach. Well, there ain't much and we both can agree, but when it comes to love, nothing fits like her and me. We don't always need to see just eye to eye, except where we want to live when we retire. Well, that day is coming soon, but it seems so out of reach, 'cause I like the mountains, she likes the beach. And there's only a few tricks to this old dog you can't teach, and I like the mountains, she likes the beach. day. I ain't made for casual beach attire, and she can't handle anything that's fried. You know, sometimes a relationship can get so complicated that tough decisions have to be made. Well, it was bound to happen one day, it did. I woke to reality, 'cause I like the mountains, she likes the peak. Looks like I'll be paying taxes on 2 different properties, 'cause I like the mountain, she likes the peak. The art of compromise works every time. So as I mentioned earlier, I grew up in eastern Kentucky. And in the part of the world I grew up in, there's something called the Boone National Forest. And out there in the middle of the Boone National Forest, there's a spot called Indian Creek. And we were kids driving around in high school, kids with driver's licenses. The object of the game was to stay out of town. You stayed out of trouble if you stayed out of town. You were out of view of the popo. So we would all head out to Indian Creek. There's a little concrete bridge out there in the middle of nowhere. We all would park and just drop the tailgates down and just hang out on the back with our friends and just have a great time. That's what this song's about. The song's also about the human desire to occasionally want to escape adulthood and head back to that moment in time when we were invincible and we didn't have all these worries that we have as grown-ups. This song's called Indian Creek. Well, it's been a long, long time since we've been down. It's been a long, long time since we left this town. But I know it's something we both need. Come on, it's time to let that hair down, put away your phone. Been in this fast lane ever since we hit this town, and now you know it's high time and everything started slowing down. Well, I know that we're both tired, it's been a crazy week. Come on, ride with me tonight down to Indian Creek. Well, it's just about 3 yards across the county line. There's a bridge where people park in the summertime. Well, it's hot, the beer is cold, and the music's loud. There's always a few friends there hanging out. I know it ain't easy now just to leave it all behind, but I guarantee that clear cold water can help a girl unwind. Well, I know that we're both tired, it's been a crazy week. Come on, ride with me tonight down to Indian Creek. Come on, ride with me tonight down to Indian Creek. Put your hands together, nice. 14 years is a long time, no We talked earlier about my dad. We lost my dad in June of 21. And I had the opportunity to play some music at his memorial service. And we chose to do this song that was actually on the Emergent album. This is a cover song. This is one of Steve Earle's gospel tunes. And it's really taken on a whole new meaning for me. And it's called Pilgrim. I'm just a pilgrim on this road, boys. Just a pilgrim on this road, boys. I'm just a pilgrim on this road, boys. This ain't never been my home. And sometimes the road is rocky on the way, boys. Sometimes the road is right along the way, Lord. Sometimes the road is right along the way, Lord. But I was there traveling home. We'll meet again on some bright highway. Songs to sing, tales to tell. I'm just a pilgrim on this road, boy, until I see and fare thee well. Ain't no need to cry for me, boy. Ain't no need to cry for me, boy. Ain't no need to cry for me, boy. Further down the road you'll understand. All I expect to touch his hand, boy. I expect to touch his hand, Lord. I expect to touch his hand, Lord. I'll put a word in if I can. We'll meet again on some bright highway. Songs to sing, tales to tell. But I'm just a pilgrim on this road, boy. I'm just a pilgrim on this road, boy. I'm just a pilgrim on this road, boy. Till I see and fare thee well.
Here today on the Blue Plate Special. He's got one more tune for us here today. How about one more round of applause for Josh Smith, the first one? Josh has got some merch available over there at the merch table. I believe you have some business cards over there.
My marketing manager tells me that COVID has got my whole inventory back ordered, so yeah, we got some business cards, but we can direct you to our merch page on the website. It certainly is a good place to go out and buy some t-shirts and CDs on Amazon and all that.
All right. Certainly, just thank our performers for being here with us today and making music for us. Again, we will be taking a break from live performances next week, but we'll return February 1st, Tuesday, with Emmy Sunshine and Fish Fisher. We are a listener-supported radio station. There is always a donation box in the back of the room. A few bucks in the box helps keep the good music going. Here on the Blue Plate Special, dboonpittman.com for more information, folks. Thank you for being here with us today.
Thanks for having me.
Will you close us out with the last song?
Absolutely. Last song real quick. This is a song I wrote about a unrequited love affair, eighth grade romance. This is a story about a blonde-haired beauty and a pair of Jordache jeans. Anybody ever owned a pair of Jordache jeans? remember Jordache. A little nostalgia for you. This song's called Jordache Jimmy. Black hair, feathered hat, black comb tucked away back there. I was the underperforming pair that shined cautious teeth. I had a middle school in my hand, then I hit a wall that I never planned. The day I met Jenny, her Jordache jeans, with blonde curls and emerald eyes. She knew just how to flash you that smile, and we both had a last name that started with P. My young heart came alive, my adolescence went into overdrive. On the day she arrived and they set her down in front of me. 'Cause you could say this new attraction began to take its toll. Hello to my new distraction, and goodbye to roll. It was a borderline obscene, the way she haunted all my teenage dream. Talking about my sweet Jenny, her Jordache jeans. Sometimes I catch my mind wandering around the way back then, and I see those pretty eyes once more. Then I'm 13 all again. It was a panoramic scene of the one and only eighth-grade queen. Talking about my sweet Jenny, her Jordache jeans. Thought it was a borderline obscene, the way she haunted on my teenage dream. Talking about my sweet Jenny, her Jordache jeans. Talking about my sweet Jenny, her Jordache jeans. Thank you guys so much. I love the new